Alright, so welcome to this new series called How Do I Get That? And in this series, I'm going to talk about how to get a variety of items in Pixel Survival 2, both how you get them, where they drop, the most efficient way to get them, and the most efficient way to get them if you're playing as a solo player by yourself. And so for this first episode, we're going to talk about crystals. Now, all of these crystals are extremely useful all throughout the game for making light, dark, and hell bars, or Fyra. And the light, dark, and hell bars are later used to make evil bars, which are used in a variety of high-level crafts for good items. And so we're going to start with just the normal crystal right here. This crystal, the easiest way to get it, as funny as it is just from watching your ad chest. Every hour, an ad chest will spawn right here. If you click on it, you're going to watch the 30-second ad most likely, and then it'll drop crystals, some bugs, some gems, and some other items. But this is the best way to get crystals. You can watch one every hour. It drops between 1 and 12 crystals, I believe. It could be a little more. So probably an average of 6 crystals every hour. And so even if you just watch 3 of them, you're going to roughly get 18, 20 crystals from that, which is a lot more than you need. Like if I go over to my storage, without even trying to farm them, I've just got a bunch of them. They kind of stack up where they need them. Alright, so next we're going to talk about both earth and water crystals, because you get them in similar ways. Earth crystals are used to make hell bars, which are the hardest part of evil bars, and water crystals are used to make light bars, which again are part of evil bars. So, to make these crystals, you're going to need a combo book 3, and in here you can see the crafts for all of the basic crystals, right? So, starting off with the earth and water crystals, both of these need objects that come from plants, those being roots, old roots, and blue moons. So as far as where plants spawn to get those to drop, they spawn in grasslands, darklands, and ice cavern. I recommend, if you're farming for these, to farm in darklands. And there are a couple reasons for that. The first reason is darklands can spawn a lot of the yellow plants that kind of look like pineapples, as well as these green dinosaurs. Both the yellow plants and the green dinosaurs can drop old roots, whereas blue moons are a lot easier to get. Old roots are kind of rare from them. They drop here and there, maybe 1 in 15 or something like that. Whereas blue moons you're going to probably get from every other plant. Not only that, the red radishes can only drop blue moons. They cannot drop old roots. And look at that, I didn't even get blue moons from that one. So I recommend, if you need earth or water crystals coming to Darklands, just running through like I am here, skipping all the enemies unless it's a dinosaur, and breaking all the plants you see. So, after this, the next crystal we're going to talk about is the dark crystal. Alright, so, the way you get the dark crystal is by combining dust with the normal crystal, and that makes a dark crystal. Dark crystals are extremely helpful as they are used for dark bars, which are a component of evil bars, and they are used to make big and small evil crystals, which are needed in a lot of high-end crafts too. So, just like I showed before, in the combo book 3, right here, 85% chance to get a dark crystal. The best way to get dark crystals is really the best way to get dust, and how I recommend doing that is going into grasslands, farming all the copper you can. As with copper, you can use copper bars and some scarabs to make crazy cannon 1 balls. And these combine at 50 at a time, or 30 at a time. So if I grab those ingredients real quickly, just like this, I go here, I craft some of these, I can make 30 cannonballs at a time. And then if I grab some coins, I can craft coins and cannonballs into just dust, just like that, and it's very cheap. And then with that dust, I can then craft dark crystals. Alright, the last crystal we're going to talk about today are fire crystals, and by extension, monster hides. These are used to make Fyra, which you're most likely going to need to craft hell armor, as it is a really good and semi-cheap set of early game armor, which I will show right here. It needs 99 Fyra. Now, you may also need it for the Nightmare Blade 1, but that's about it. So, how you get Fyra is you need to get monster hides to combine with a crystal to make fire crystals, as shown right here. the best way to get monster hides is to go into grasslands and find as many of the mummies as you can, as each mummy kill has a chance to drop a monster hide. So we'll see if I find one. Now, you can also do this in Grasslands Arena. I personally prefer normal grasslands, and the reason being is these fire guys can drop fire crystals too. But if you don't want to just run around, you want to just sit still and sort of AFK it, then you can do Grasslands Arena. And as you've seen here, I'm getting super unlucky. Not any mummies here. There we go. Here's a mummy. And there we go. They drop blue moons too, so you can kind of dual farm for water and fire crystals if you need both of them. But yeah, that's how you get every single crystal in Pixel Survival 2. I'll just rehash it real quick. Earth crystals and water crystals, you want to farm yellow plants. Dark crystals, just combine any 2 random items to get dust. For fire crystals, kill mummies in the grasslands. Okay, real quickly, editor here. I'm realizing I never mentioned all the crystals and all the materials needed to make crystals can drop from silver keys. So always open your silver keys. You get them a bunch from the ad chests and from low tier bosses. So always open your silver keys. Alright, that's about it. Have a great day. See ya.